Hello and welcome to a special edition of Teacher Talks Second Grade. Check it out, guys. We have a loaded table of books here. These are books that are from Scholastic. These books are to replenish the books in my second grade classroom library. And these are books that are extremely popular in my class. Most of them I already have. Some of them are new to me. We'll talk about that. And some of this series I have a lot of, and then I'm adding on to those series, which is some of these Who Would Wins, which, wow, that is a big popular one in my classroom. We'll talk about book levels. We'll talk about book genres, what they're a good fit for. We'll talk about which ones are big hits with reluctant readers and which ones are more of a chapter book for those sort of more engaged readers. All right, friends, with no further ado, right now, hit subscribe. Like this video. I appreciate it so much and it helps me a ton. Please hit subscribe. And here's the good news. I have all kinds of videos, a couple hundred of them, all dedicated to second grade, a lot of them to reading. And so if you subscribe to the channel, you will get to see all these books and the inside of the books, which today we're just going to kind of talk about them. We're really not going to dive too deep. So if you want to dive deeper into some of these, subscribe to the channel. Hit some of those playlists and you'll be able to see the inside of these books. Let's dive right in. Fly Guy. I bought 2 of these book series for next year. And right now it is May, which means these books are really going to be kind of for the next school year. And again, this is a second grade classroom. Fly Guy's awesome. Fly Guy, the levels start about first grade. So this series right here will start about first grade and it'll work its way up all the way through second grade and even some of the books into third grade. They're fun, they're engaging, there's not too many words on each page. So if you have a first grade reluctant reader, or maybe a second grade reluctant reader, this is a great series to get, Fly Guy. So ask your teacher. These are all purchased through Scholastic. However, if you are not able to get books through Scholastic, maybe your school, your teacher's not doing that, you can get these books through Amazon, and I will put links on Amazon in the description below so that you can get to these books as well. So Fly Guy, great series. And I found this science book. This is a big popular one here in my classroom. And it's kind of fun because it gets into the nonfiction. And I'll tell you, these book authors have found a great way to make nonfiction fun. And they've done it through the Who Would Win books, which we'll talk more about, which I have all kinds of books on my channel. Again, subscribe if you haven't done it yet. But also, even some of the National Geographic kids, they're just kind of presenting the material in a really fun way. So 300 outrageous facts. I mean, right off the bat, the kids are like, cool, let's open it up and see what's in here. And I will open it up and kind of show you some of the, just kind of the levels and how it's brought to the kids. Not too many words on each page. It's really not at a very high level, which is good news because a lot of the nonfiction, it's challenging to find the nonfiction at those lower levels. So this is kind of a beginning second grade, and that's kind of why I lumped these 2 together right here. So if you have that first grade, second grade reader who's a little bit reluctant, these are 2 great series to get right here. All right, and guided reading level. This guy right here, I'm not quite sure yet. If you know this channel, I do level all of my books. However, I literally just got these. You can see a lot of them are still in the plastic, so I haven't leveled them yet. But just from my experience, I'm going to guess that this guy is somewhere around a J or a K level, somewhere in that ballpark, which on the guided reading level puts that at the end of first grade into beginning second grade level. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. I'm really excited. Magic Treehouse is a big hit in my classroom. I have not purchased a whole lot of the Merlin Missions, so this year I did. And again, the Magic Treehouse, all my kids absolutely love that book, or most of them do at least. And they've been asking about the Merlin Missions, so I finally went ahead and bought the whole set. And my understanding is that this is all 24 books of the Merlin Missions. So excited to see what the kids do with that. If you're familiar with Magic Treehouse, it's at an M level on the GRL, guided reading level, which puts it at an end of second grade level. I believe the Merlin Missions are just a tiny bit harder, so they're kind of end of second grade, beginning third grade books as far as the levels that they are. All right, let's keep going, and we'll pair that up with a nonfiction. So nonfiction with the Common Core is becoming more and more popular. And I kind of cracked this series up here. This is not one that I have in my classroom currently, but but I'm trying to get some more nonfiction, and it looked like a really cool book from the ordering forums. So I went ahead and ordered these. Now these guys look to me like they're a little bit harder. I haven't leveled them yet, and if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see that I will level these and kind of walk through these books. But just taking a quick look, I'm going to say that this is somewhere in that M or N range, which puts this book at about end of second grade into third grade as far as reading levels go. So that looks like a very, very cool book series. And that was Smart Words Readers. And again, that is going to be through Scholastic.com. And again, I'll try to find the link to that on Amazon. I do believe it is on there. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. And if you know this channel, you know that we love, you love, we all love Dog Man Dave Pilkey, the absolute genius Dave Pilkey. So this is all 4 books. By the way, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll see that I have a video of a special edition Dog Man addition to these 4 books that is on that channel. Check it out. I'll lay those guys down. Dogman is a graphic novel style, and it is a true graphic novel, meaning that it has a lot of speech bubbles, and that's basically how the content is brought to the students. Not too many words on each page, makes it a fairly easy level. While these show up as a P level on the guided reading level, which puts this book end of third grade, it's really not at that level in my opinion. My second graders reading at second grade level can tackle it pretty easily. So it shows up as a P. My opinion is it really reads more like an M, somewhere around that range. Anyway, if you want engaging books for a reluctant reader, that series is phenomenal. Dave Pilkey has a few other series like Ricky Ricotta's Mighty Robot, which is in level L, a little bit easier of a book. And that is Dave's kind of lowest of the guided reading levels, if you will. So if you have a first grade student who is looking to break into the kind of chapter books, a little bit in that graphic novel style, check out Ricky Ricotta's Mighty Robot. Dogman's a huge hit. And then we all know Captain Underpants, and that is another absolutely amazing book series that your reluctant readers, they just can't put the books down. They literally fall in love with Dave Pilkey and his books. So awesome, awesome author. Dave, you rule. All right, guys, let's keep rocking and rolling. And here we have Bad Kitty, which has become more and more popular in my classroom this year. You can see here those levels. I have them at a T and an R. There's a P. So these are going to be kind of end of third, beginning fourth grade on the levels at least. So, and they read kind of at those levels. In other words, there's some tricky words in here for second graders. So you have to be a pretty strong second grade reader to read these books. I'll just give you an idea of kind of what that text looks like. So it's a lot of words, and this can be a little bit overwhelming unless your student is a really strong reader. But if they are close to these levels, so kind of reading those end of third, beginning fourth grade books, these are hilarious. The kids absolutely love them, and they keep requesting more and more of them. So I went ahead and bought the whole series, or at least I believe it's the whole series, and we'll see. But I expect that to be a big hit next year. All right, moving on. I Survived. I went ahead and bought a whole set of I Survived. At least I believe it is. And these are a big hit. These books come out about end of third, beginning fourth grade on the GRL, guided reading level. So be a little careful. They come out a little higher in that RST levels. And they are full chapter books. Nonfiction, so they are talking about those real life events that happened, and it's kind of a fiction, nonfiction blend, but basically telling about all of these nonfiction events that have happened. Again, pretty strong reader there, so that reads as a RST, which puts it at an end of third, beginning fourth grade level, and it really does read at that level, so make sure you're a pretty strong reader if that's something you're going after. All right, let's keep going here. I have Geronimo Stilton's new book. Not quite sure on the level on that guy, but just taking a quick look at it, I'm going to guess that this guy is, again, kind of that QRS level, somewhere up there, end of third grade reading level, somewhere right up in that range. But Geronimo Stilton's a big hit in my classroom, and I expect that the Cyber Thief Showdown will be a big hit as well. Let's keep going to Chronicles of Narnia. This is the book that I had some of the students read last year in my classroom. And The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is actually book 2, is a very, very popular book. And I had a lot of students that really enjoyed that guy. So I brought the whole series to the class. And next year will kind of be a tester and see how it works. And if the kids really love it, then I'll buy some more of that book series. This book series is a higher level. So these are really my highest second grade readers that will form a book club and read those books. They're awesome, engaging, fun books. Even as an adult, I enjoyed really reading those books. However, these are going to be kind of like a fifth grade level. So if you're a very, very strong reader, maybe this is something you can tackle, but lots of words, chapter book style, not many pictures. So make sure you're a very strong reader on those. All right, this is what you've been waiting for. Are you ready? Who would win? This is by far the most popular book on my channel, book series on my channel. And this is also probably the most popular book series in my classroom. And I went ahead and bought a whole set of these guys. But not all the books come in the set. Some you have to buy separately. Ultimate Bug Rumble, Ultimate Jungle Rumble, Jaguar versus Skunk, and Ultimate Ocean Rumble. So especially these books down here are kind of specialty ones. For some reason, they don't come in the packs. I'm not quite sure if that's because they're newer, which is most likely the case, or if it's because there are these Rumble style. Anyway, I am going to review all of these books, and starting with the Who Would Win, because I know you guys love those ones. So I'll put them on my channel. Absolutely an awesome way to make those nonfiction books come to life. You can see here, level P. All of these books kind of go P, Q, R, somewhere up in that range. But start at a P, they kind of go up from there. They are very awesome, fun, engaging. You can see how they kind of make these brackets. I tell my kids, it's like March Madness. So it kind of shows them how to make these brackets, and they go through these different creatures and saying basically if they battled each other, well, who would win the battle, who would win the fight. So it's really cool, really fun, really engaging. I have Ultimate Bug Rumble already on my channel. It's a huge hit. So I'm really looking forward to getting some of these other books up here too. I know a lot of people have asked for the Ultimate Jungle Rumble. A lot of people asked for Jaguar versus Skunk, and a lot of people asked for the Ultimate Ocean Rumble. So they're coming, people. They're coming, I promise. All right, friends. Hey, I hope this helped you out. And if you have any other questions as a parent or as a student about books, book series, engaging books, which is really what I'm trying to go after. I was a reluctant reader as a student in second, third, fourth, fifth, really all the way through school. I wish we had fun, engaging books like I see here. I didn't find them very engaging when I was in school, and these really can turn around someone who does not have a love for reading, and it can really turn them into a really strong reader and a reader who wants to read. Instead of setting timers and having to read for 20 minutes, buy them books like these, and all of a sudden those kids are reading hour after hour after hour and asking me more and more, can we please get more time to read in the classroom? So awesome books. Hope you enjoyed. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do it now. Bye for now, friends.